guys, it's John here from Horror Fiend Reviews, and today we're on day 7 of the 31 Days of Horror. Today we're going to be talking about Scream 2, so without further ado, let's get into the review. I actually saw Scream 3 before I seen any of the other Scream movies, which is insane. I was a young boy, I didn't know any better. I also read the Harry Potter books backwards, so I mean, what does that say about me? Scream 2 is definitely the second best in the trilogy, or the quadrilogy I guess. I definitely rank them Scream, Scream 2, Scream 4 and then Scream 3. Scream 3 is more like Scary Movie, in my opinion. Too comedic for me. It's pretty violent, yeah. And I love the way that they talk about the rules of horror movies and how it relates to sequels in this second movie. But yeah, if you haven't seen Scream 2 before, then again it follows the story of Sidney Prescott. It's about 2 years since the events of the first movie, and she's now in college. Cotton Weary has been cleared because of Gale Weathers' book. What has happened is they've now made a movie based on the events from the Woodsboro murders, and it's called Stab, which is pretty funny. They've got like a film within the film here, which in Stab, the role that Drew Barrymore plays in the first movie is played by Heather Graham. It's very similar with the first Scream is, but it starts with the screening of the new Stab movie, and it follows Jada Pinkett Smith and her boyfriend. I can't remember his name, but it follows them. They are 2 college students as well, who end up going to the Stab premiere, and everyone gets given this like Ghostface costume with like glowing dark knives and stuff, and everyone's chasing each other about, which personally, if I went to see the premiere of a movie and that's what the fuck was happening, I'd be fucking pissed off. I would be so fucking pissed off. But I guess this was a time when cinema tickets were cheap, so I guess you can't really complain in that sense. But if I paid $15 to see a fucking movie the first day it was coming out and all that shit happened, I'd be pissed. First, watching the movie, you don't know why they've killed. Why they are killed. It's very random. Our boyfriend goes to the bathroom and he hears like in the cubicle next to him, it's the sound of kind of people like going around, and then he puts his ear close up to the stall and he's stabbed in the ear. His clothes are then taken and Ghostface keeps the mask on and goes and sits next to the girl, who then is stabbed repeatedly in the stomach. Everyone thinks it's like a stunt or promo thing for the movie, and she then goes up on the stage and like it's laughable. It's just yeah, that's exactly what happened. And then it cuts to Sydney waking up in college, and she's receiving prank calls from people. The press are outside, they want to know what's going on. Gale comes back, tries to sneak this like interview with Cotton Weary and get her thoughts on how she feels after wrongfully accusing him of killing her mother, and typical journalist thing, you know, when there's been a high profile case that's been going on. Typical journalist things, try and get the upper edge. But yeah, follows the same sort of formula as the first Scream movie. You then find out that all of the people that are being murdered, they actually have the same names as the previous victims in the original Woodsboro murders, which I think personally is a really cool aspect. That's when they know they're dealing with a copycat, which is never as good as the original. But the highlights in this movie, I love Jamie Kennedy's character in this movie. He's fucking awesome, man. He's just a complete film buff who just always knows absolutely everything about all movies. I think he's just great. He's just really dry, always telling people what to do when it comes to like a horror movie. But he's also got this like really big crush on Sydney, but it's a good way to get all the gang back together, like Dewey and Gale Weathers and Sydney. But notably, it was around about the same time where Urban Legend and I Know What You Did Last Summer came out, so they've got a lot of crossover between the 2 movies. So Sarah Michelle Gellar's in it, Rebecca Gay Hart's in it, who obviously is in Urban Legend. Yeah, it was a good couple of years for horror movies. Again, I'm not gonna spoil the ending for this one either. Definitely, if you're new to new to horror movies, definitely recommend to check out the Scream franchise, and particularly check out Scream 2, but check out the original first. But I mean, the Scream movies always having a fantastic cast. I mean, the first one had like Henry Winkler, Matthew Lillard, Skeet Ulrich, like a ton of great names. Then the second one, like obviously Sarah Michelle Gellar, Timothy Olyphant, Joshua Jackson. Yeah, I mean even with the fourth one, they had like Emma Roberts and stuff like that, and Macaulay Culkin's brother. It's a fantastic franchise. I definitely recommend to check it out. But yeah, that's everything for day 7 on the 31 Days of Horror. Don't forget to check back in tomorrow for another horror movie review. All social media links are in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know, what's your favourite Scream franchise movie? But yeah, this has been Horror Fiend Reviews. I've been John, and I will catch you later.
Stab 2? Who'd want to do that? Sequels suck.